Learning is not memory, it's structuring. True learning is not about knowing more, but about connecting more. We often think learning means knowing more, but the more we learn, the more confused we can feel. Every piece of knowledge you remember is like a puzzle piece. If the pieces aren't connected, all you see are fragments. Real learning is connecting the pieces, building bridges so knowledge can flow. When the pieces connect, that's when you truly understand. Learning a language isn't just memorizing words, it's understanding why sentences are structured that way. Studying history isn't just remembering dates, it's understanding the cause and effect of events. Learning science isn't just memorizing definitions, it's using them to explain new phenomena. This is structuring ability, placing knowledge in the right spots, turning it into a functioning network. AI can remember everything, but only humans can create connections. Finding patterns across knowledge, discovering logic across different worlds. Learning isn't about knowing more, it's about connecting more. Connections turn knowledge into understanding, and learning into creation. Learning isn't memorizing facts, it's making knowledge talk to each other. When they understand each other, you begin to truly think. Creativity is not inspiration, it's combination. Inspiration isn't sudden, it comes from linking different domains. People often say, I have no inspiration, as if it's a random wind that strikes the lucky few. But inspiration doesn't fall from the sky. It comes from the movies you watch, the books you read, your experiences. Everything in your mind is waiting to be recombined. Creativity is the ability to recombine. When a chef invents a new dish, they're rearranging familiar flavors. When a designer creates something new, they're combining elements from different worlds. The secret of inspiration isn't out there, it's in connections. Seeing combinations others don't, that's when inspiration strikes. AI can generate endless images, but it doesn't live life. It can combine data, but not emotions. Human inspiration comes from the intersection of emotion, memory, and curiosity. The more you learn, the more you feel, the easier inspiration finds you. Input sets the ceiling, output sets the floor. Why people can consume endlessly but fail to express themselves. We think learning a lot automatically makes us good at speaking. Many watch countless videos, read many books, yet when they speak, they say nothing. Why? Because input sets your knowledge ceiling, but output determines how far you can actually use it. If you only consume without producing, knowledge sits like a file on a hard drive. It doesn't become language or power. Writing a sentence, speaking, drawing, recording a video. These are forms of output. Output isn't showing off. It tests how much you truly understand. Every time you express, your knowledge reorganizes. When you speak or write, the fuzzy points become clear. AI can store information, but only humans can make thought visible. Input decides how high you can go. Output decides how steady you can stand. Learning isn't about remembering more. It's about being able to say it. Learning rewires your senses. True mastery changes your perception. We often say, I understand. But real understanding isn't just thinking, it's doing. The first time you ride a bike, you know to balance, but your body wobbles. When you truly learn, your body acts automatically. Language learning is the same. At first, you can't distinguish sounds. One day, suddenly, you can. It's not more words. Your ears have been trained. Learning to draw isn't memorizing techniques. It's learning to see finer details. Cooking isn't following recipes. It's sensing the right heat. Learning reactivates your senses. Sharper eyes, finer ears, more sensitive body. Then knowledge truly becomes skill. At that moment, you're no longer just learning. You're becoming. When your eyes see differences, your ears catch details, your body knows the next step, you have truly learned. Asking questions sparks creativity. Asking the right question is more important than finding the answer. We're taught to have answers. Teachers ask, we raise hands, but no one teaches us how to ask. True creativity doesn't start with answers. It starts with good questions. Why do we do it this way? Opens new directions. What else is possible? You're already creating. Questions switch on thinking. Break free from what others tell you, and let you think for yourself. Questions aren't ignorance. They're courage to say, I want to know more. Scientific breakthroughs start with why. Artistic innovation starts with what if. AI can answer questions, but it cannot be curious. Human questioning proves curiosity and consciousness. Answers close a thought. Questions open a world. Learning is subtraction, not accumulation. The more you learn, the more you need to discard. We think learning more is always better. The more books we read, videos we watch, the smarter we feel. Strangely, the more we know, the more cluttered our minds feel. True learning isn't endless addition. It's subtraction. Remove unnecessary concepts, repeat knowledge, distractions. When you stop chasing information, your mind finds space. Then what you learn sinks in, becomes judgment. Language learners know fluency isn't about more words. It's about saying more with less. Artists know it's not about adding colors. It's knowing where to leave blank. AI can store everything. Human wisdom comes from choice. Growth isn't filling up. It's clearing space. Only then can new understanding enter. Creativity needs order, not chaos. Great creators are highly structured. We think creative people are spontaneous. Ideas just appear. No planning, no rules. The truth, the greater the creator, the more order they have. Musicians master rhythm first. Painters master composition. Writers master structure. Order is the foundation of creativity. Freedom without structure is chaos. Freedom within structure focuses energy. With rhythm, rules, and direction, ideas form instead of scattering. AI can generate infinite content, but it lacks selective order. Human creativity thrives in choosing, ordering, organizing. Order doesn't limit creativity. It makes it real. True freedom is not lack of structure, but creating your own structure. Learning programs yourself. Creativity upgrades you. The more you learn, the more you become who you want to be. Every time you learn, you quietly upgrade your system. As a child, your program comes from others. Parents tell you what to do. Teachers define right and wrong. If you don't learn how to learn, you keep running the old version of yourself. Learning updates you. New knowledge isn't just information. It rewires how you think, react, and choose. You become calmer with problems, clearer in speech, attentive to your own pace. Creativity evolves this new version further. Try, combine, make mistakes you're upgrading. Every act of creation is an evolution. AI can be programmed by others. Humans can self-update. The more you learn, the more you can change yourself. Learning makes you a clearer version of yourself. Creativity lets you live as the person you want to be.